Hey everybody, I'm Coach Fury, the owner of Fury Industries and the Coach Fury podcast, and I'm also a DVRT master instructor, and I'm going to help you out today. This is a big one. The thing the team and I see done incorrectly more often than not from DVRT Ultimate Sandbag enthusiasts, certified instructors, or trainers is more often than not that if something's done wrong, it's going to be what handles somebody's using. They're using the wrong handles. And not all handles are created equally. Because of feedback from the positioning, which might be a matter of tension or internal-external rotation in the shoulder joint, it's really important. So before we worry about getting technical as to the whys and whatnots, this is going to help you out. For most of what you do, regardless of the Ultimate Sandbag, use the clean, neutral, parallel grip handles with this suitcase handle pointed out. That means the broad side of the bag is going to be against you, and those are the handles that are designed specifically for most of what we do. And that will include deadlifts, cleans, presses, max lunges. The reason being, by grabbing the handles from the neutral and pulling them apart, you can see it sets my shoulders down and back, gets the lats on so I'm packed without going to extension. A lot of the time, what you'll see is people start to do these things with these outside handles. I can't pull them apart the same way. I don't get the same feedback there. And especially when it comes to the max lunge, I'm already overly internally rotated there. So what we really want to focus on, for most things, are those neutral grip handles. Until you don't. Here's the one where you don't with that. If you've got one of the smaller bags, a core or a power, and we're going to press, you want to use these outer grip handles right there. Reason being, they're going to put you in a better position when you press overhead, where the parallel grips here are going to be too tight, unless you're on the shorter side of life. But generally speaking, neutral parallel grip handles, unless you're going to press with the core or the power back. So hopefully that makes sense for basically everything that's not going to own a bear hug, getting shouldered, being pressed out, or snatched. Now let's talk about snatches. If I flip the sandbag up and over, now I have my snatch grip handles. What are we going to do with those? Guess what? Snatch. The reason why we want to use these handles is because the weight is going to go behind the arms here. So this is a much more comfortable position than trying to be parallel here with the sandbag pulling back in an awkward position on your wrist. So for snatches, snatch handles, and basically that's it for the snatch handles. The name sort of, so if you worry about it, think, I'm not snatching, I'm not going to use those handles. And for all of the other things, let's focus on using the neutral and clean grip handles, right? Even if you're going to do some sort of offset grip work, where maybe I'm grabbing one and then the other, like so, I want to focus on one of those neutrals, right? If we're using the strength bag, and we're going to do an offset, I'm going to take this flat, and I'm going to roll it into the shell of the bag. You might need to shift some sand to make space. But I'm holding the bag, I'm not just holding onto this flat. We want that grip training, we want that grip response. So now this would be an offset. Still using that neutral here to get me into that position. Yeah? Or you can row from that, making some of these bilateral movements a little more one-armed, right? So I hope that helps in terms of the bigger lifts.